There is something strange that happens every time the year comes to an end. You feel it even if you don't talk about it. It's not exactly sadness, and it's not exactly anxiety. It's a heaviness, a pressure that sits quietly in your chest or in your stomach. A subtle sense that something inside you still feels unfinished, unresolved, or unprocessed. You can be surrounded by people, lights, music, celebrations, and yet deep inside there is a gentle weight that pulls you inward. A sense that you're carrying more than you should. A sense that your heart is a little too full, but not in the good way. It feels like emotional clutter, internal tension, memories you haven't fully let go of, expectations that exhausted you, love that hurt you, versions of yourself that didn't survive the year. Most people don't realize this, but the end of the year isn't just a date on the calendar. It's an energetic checkpoint. Your body evaluates everything you've lived. Your mind sorts through the stories you told yourself. Your heart replays your losses, your disappointments, your silences. And your nervous system tries to understand what it's supposed to carry forward and what it should finally release. Today, we're going to explore exactly why you still carry emotional weight from the year, why it lingers, why it returns in these final days, and why your body feels heavy even when your mind says you're ready for a fresh start. And most importantly, how you can release that weight gently, without forcing it, without denying it, and without pretending you're stronger than the parts of you that are still hurting. Let's begin with a truth many people don't understand until they experience it. Emotional weight isn't created by the big events of the year. It's created by the emotional moments you never had time to process. The things you brushed aside, the things you minimized, the things you said, "I'll deal with this later," but later never came. Emotional weight accumulates in silence, not in chaos. The moments you tried to be strong even when you were exhausted. The moments you told yourself it didn't matter when it did. The moments you forgave too quickly because confrontation felt uncomfortable. The moments you silenced your intuition to maintain peace. The moments you held your tears because someone needed you to be fine. The moments you swallowed your truth because speaking it felt risky. Every one of those moments adds weight. Not because you are dramatic or emotional, but because you are human. Your body keeps everything you don't release. Your heart holds stories long after your mind forgets them. Your nervous system stores every unfinished emotional cycle. And at the end of the year, all of that rises to the surface. This is why the final days of December feel emotionally strange. Your system does an internal audit. It asks questions you didn't ask earlier. What did I feel this year that I never allowed myself to feel fully? What did I hold inside? What still hurts? What needs to be acknowledged before I cross into the next chapter? This is why the emotional weight feels heavier now. It's not punishment. It's awareness. It's your soul telling you, you cannot take this into the new year. Let's go deeper. Why does emotional weight stay with you for so long? Because your mind can move on before your body does. You can tell yourself you're over it, you're healed, you're done, you're okay, but your body holds a different truth. Your heart moves slower than your logic. Your nervous system moves slower than your intentions. Healing isn't aligned with calendars. It's aligned with safety. If you didn't feel safe enough to process something when it happened, your body stored it for later. But later doesn't mean tomorrow. It means when your life finally becomes calm enough for your emotions to rise again. This is why the quiet days at the end of the year feel emotional. They create space, and space creates awareness. When your life slows down, your emotions speed up. They finally have room to speak. Let me give you an example. Imagine someone named Daniel. He spent the whole year working, taking care of responsibilities, dealing with stress, helping others, always being the strong one. He never had time to stop. He never had time to breathe. He didn't process anything. He simply kept going. Then, in the last week of December, everything slows down. Work pauses. The world gets quieter. People travel. The noise decreases. For the first time in months, Daniel sits alone on his couch. And suddenly, he feels it. A heaviness in his chest. A lump in his throat. Memories he forgot he had. Sadness he never acknowledged. Tension he assumed was normal. He feels everything he didn't let himself feel during the year. This isn't regression. This is release. Your emotional weight rises at the end of the year because your body finally has permission to feel. And feeling is the first step to letting go. But emotional weight also comes from something deeper and more spiritual. You carry the weight of the version of yourself you were this year. Every year shapes you. Every experience chips away at your identity or helps it grow. And by the end of the year, there are parts of you that no longer belong to who you are becoming. The fears you outgrew, the relationships you surpassed, the roles you no longer want to play, the wounds that taught you something but shouldn't stay open, the patterns you're tired of repeating, the beliefs that limited you, the expectations that suffocated you, the dreams you outgrew quietly, the identities that exhausted you. These parts weigh you down because they're ready to be released. Your soul knows when a chapter is done, even if your mind hasn't admitted it yet. Let's talk about an even deeper reason why emotional weight becomes so intense at the end of the year. Your mind compares what you lived with what you expected, and expectations create emotional gravity. You are not grieving only what happened. You are grieving what didn't happen. The job you thought you would get but didn't. The relationship you hoped would heal but didn't. The version of yourself you hoped to become but couldn't. The clarity you hoped for that never came. The courage you thought you'd find but didn't. The healing you expected to complete but still feels unfinished. This grief is subtle but powerful, and it collects in your body as emotional weight. Expectations unmet are one of the heaviest burdens the heart carries. But here's the part most people never understand. Emotional weight doesn't stay because you want it. It stays because it feels unresolved. Because your body doesn't want you to repeat the same patterns in the new year. Emotional weight is not resistance. It is wisdom. Your body is saying, before we move forward, let's acknowledge what hurt. Before we enter a new cycle, let's clear what no longer belongs. Before we become someone new, let's who we were. Emotional weight rises because your soul is preparing you for transformation. Now let's go into the practical and spiritual side of releasing this weight. The first step is acknowledgement. Emotional weight cannot be released through denial. You have to admit that something feels heavy. You don't need to analyze it, dissect it, or explain it. You only need to name it. I feel tired. I feel sad. I feel disappointed. I feel afraid. I feel unresolved. Naming the heaviness reduces its intensity. It gives it edges. It gives it definition. The unknown is always heavier than the known. The second step is expression. Emotional weight dissolves when the energy is released. You can release it through tears, through words, through movement, through breath, through writing, through silence. Suppressed emotions stay. Expressed emotions transform. Release can be gentle. You don't need catharsis. You only need honesty. The third step is compassion. Emotional weight becomes heavier when you judge yourself for feeling it. Healing slows down when you think you should be stronger or should be over it. You are not behind. You are not weak. You are not failing. You are processing a year's worth of emotional experiences in a single week. That takes courage. The fourth step is reflection. Ask yourself, what am I carrying that I don't want to take into the new year? This question is a door. It clarifies what needs to stay and what needs to leave. Emotional weight often comes from parts of your identity you are outgrowing. And to release weight, you must release roles, expectations, or beliefs that no longer serve you. The fifth step is closure. Closure doesn't come from answers. It comes from acceptance. You don't need to understand everything that happened this year. You don't need to fix it. You don't need to control it. You only need to accept that it shaped you. It mattered, and it belongs to the past, not to the future. The sixth step is embodiment. Emotional weight cannot be released through thought alone. Your body must feel safe. Rest, warmth, touch, breath, grounding. These teach the nervous system that the year is ending and the danger is over. Your body needs softness to release heaviness. The final step is intention, not resolution. Intention. Resolutions pressure you. Intentions guide you. Your intention could be as simple as, I want to enter the new year lighter. I want to let go of what hurt me. I want to honor who I'm becoming. I want to trust my path. I want to breathe freely again. This creates an energetic shift. The weight loosens. The heart opens. The new year becomes a doorway instead of a deadline. Let me tell you something important. You don't have to enter the new year healed. You only need to enter willing. Healing is not a finish line. It's a rhythm. An emotional weight releases in waves, not in one moment. But the end of the year gives you a rare opportunity. A moment of clarity. A moment of stillness. A moment where your soul whispers, let's not take this into the next chapter. And if you listen, if you honor that inner voice, you will enter the new year lighter, clearer, and more aligned with who you're becoming. You don't have to erase the year. You only need to release the weight of it. And if this message spoke to you or helped you breathe a little easier, Remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share this with someone who might be carrying emotional weight too.